Don't bust that nut yet. We'll be right back.
Married women are always pressed to tell everybody how many years they've been married, but I want the real numbers, sis. I want the real stats. I don't care how long y'all been married. Tell me the real stuff. How many times has he cheated on you? How many outside babies has he created during your union? How many years of begging did it take for you to even get that ring in the first place? How many side pieces has he had during your marriage? How many times has he told you no? How many times has he sabotaged your hopes, dreams, and goals? How many times has he stolen money from your bank account to go entertain other women? How many nights has he slept away from home and you didn't even know where your man was at? How many times has he disrespected you when y'all go out together in public? Y'all always want to tell somebody how long you've been together with your loser husband. No, thank you, sweetie. Come tell me the real tea. Come give me the real numbers that I'm interested in. Because that whole together 10, 15, 20, 25 years does not mean a thing. You've been with him, but he should.
I need you in my life. You got a man?
I do. I'm married.
Show me the ring.
Of course I'm married.
We can find him a different way.
Hey, I mean, you want to fight for me? And whoever win.
What?
I want you more than he wants you.
Get the hell out of here. I like your style.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're matching. I like that. Meant to be, right?
What you doing in here? How are you?
Asking for help. Here to grab your number.
I'm going to give you my Instagram. How about that? I'm really married.
Alright, just don't let him see that I'm sliding in your DMs. Am I your type?
You are.
I like that.
You need help? Check it out.
Who, me? If it means more time with you, hell yeah. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna give you a hug, baby. Of course.
You better smell good. And you do. Oh, that's right.
This is the book of St. Matthew, chapter 6, verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Kol Holayim La, Al-Banawa, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Bahashem, Rekat, Chodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. St. Matthew chapter 6, verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So what is your treasure? What do you desire? What do you delight in? What do you take pleasure in? Okay, us, Adawan Ratazah of the elect, we take pleasure, we take delight. Our treasure is in the purpose, the will, okay, the agenda, the plan of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because that's our purpose, okay, and that's our focus. That's our main goal, is to be about our Father's business, okay, to stay locked in, to have that tunnel vision, okay, to stand 10 toes, it's like a 10 toes firm on the pavement for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Again, to be about our Father's business, man, to not be of the world, to have the understanding of the mindset of Yahweh Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Yahweh Shai's mindset is our mindset. Yahweh Yahweh Shai's end game goal, everything is the same thing that we desire, man. Okay, so our purpose, our goal, our focus, our devotion, okay, is the purpose of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, not to bust no nut, man. Okay, so if you clicked on this video, I'm gonna let you know right now before I even go into this video. If you clicked on this video for me to cuss out the infamous Israelite woman, okay, you might as well go ahead and click off and go watch something else, because this video is not targeted to be cussing out the Israelite woman. It's targeted to you men, okay, because it all starts with us, man. That's what you have to realize. You know, yes, we have gone through things with women and everything else, but you have to realize that it's bigger than just cussing out the N-dub. It's bigger than just making videos about the nigga woman. Everybody has their position. Everybody has their lot. Everybody's programmed to do what they're going to do by and from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, but we're literally almost at the end of this captivity, of this hellhole, this nightmare. Now, this is something that I'm mainly speaking to myself, but also a reflection that I hope that will be embedded and acknowledged to other beloved brothers, man. Okay? So again, St. Matthew 6 verse 21, for where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So again, Lord willing, we are those lively stones, those predestinated prophets coming back from the days of old. Those ones that actually, of the elect that actually came back in every captivity and worship and acknowledge the error of our ways and conform to be in submission to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, because our treasure lies with the Lord. Okay, everything about us is with the Lord. Okay, but let's continue. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes, because again, our purpose is Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai's purpose. Okay, our diligence is to make our calling and election sure. Okay, we do all these things. We apply, we teach ourselves, and then we teach those that seek learning, that seek comfort of the scriptures, that seek edification. Okay, so this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, and I'm going to read verse 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. So the Lord has blessed us, revealed, okay, informed, edified, given us the acknowledgement of his pleasure, his will, of his secrets. Everything that we need to succeed, everything that we need to seek and hopefully to accomplish, I don't want to write to salvation. And we can't do that as men, because again, I'm talking to the beloved brothers, whether it be newer brothers in the truth right now, or brothers that just need a reminder. And again, it's always a good reminder for myself first and foremost, because when I'm doing these lessons, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. Okay? Before I speak to anybody else. Make that clear. But the Lord has given us all the tools that we need. So as it also states in the book of Sirach 43, when you exalt the Lord, you can never go far enough. Roughly paraphrased, and also in the book of Baruch, I believe chapter 4. Okay, when you were once went astray from the Lord, but now that you seek Him 10 times more. So we got to put in all our might, all our effort. Even though everybody has a different portion, it says, roughly paraphrasing in the scripture, I can't think of the book, chapter, verse, Salakia. If a brother knows it, man, Baba Gushaw, put it on the comment board, man. Give all assurance to the same diligence, roughly paraphrasing that precept. I can't think of the book, chapter, verse, Salakia. But Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth, do it. Salakia, whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave, whither thou goest, man. So the Lord has given us again the intel, the intellect, the edification, revealed the secrets, given us the standards, given us the blueprint to do what we need to do to receive salvation, and also to feed his sheep. Like Yahweh Shai stated and said, feed my lambs, man. That's an everyday process, not just when you feel like it's beneficial to you, or when you feel like you're in the mood, because you want to focus on stuff in this corruptible, contaminated captivity, man. And one of the main things that Jake will get sidetracked and get distracted is women. Okay, it is women, because a lot of times, man, you want to do things to please the woman and to be able to get access to that polluted sinkhole that she has. Okay, because everything is upside down, man. Everything is upside down. Brothers, have wives, and brothers deal with women. Me, myself, I deal with women when the Lord gives them to me. But in actual reality, man, I'm really focused on Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai's purpose, which is my purpose, man. And let me say this too, man, Salakia. I'm thankful for, you know, the little scraps that the Lord has thrown me here and there that he's given me. And, you know, for Wadi how about Shimmy Awashai, he hasn't brought anything, you know, effed up towards my way. But my main focus, my main goal is the purpose of the Lord, because that's my purpose. And that's where I want to be locked in at, man. You know, as I stated in a live stream that I did when I was driving, I know I could be doing more, regardless of just doing lessons and everything else. The Lord always requires more. Okay? So again, Ecclesiastes 9 verse 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might, with all your might. Put all your effort. You gotta, you have to literally have in your mind, in your thought process, that you're willing to die for this. That you believe what we read, what we teach, what's in our Bible, man. And that you know, rather to die for something that's perverse, in error, wicked, evil, than to die for something that's righteous, and to be able to have your works follow you, and also your works cover your transgressions, and to be able to be a part of the first resurrection, and amongst other things, man. Okay? But let's go to the next precept. Because, you know, again, man, the things in this world lead you to death. And, you know, as you got these red pill platforms and podcasts and stuff like that, it's always some type of trickery to play the game to get women. You know, look, man, we are the top men in the world, the nation of Yasharallah. Okay, Israel in the English, for those that don't know the Hebrew just yet. Yasharallah. Okay, he is Prince of the Power, man. We are the top nation. We are not supposed to be having to go buy books and watch these podcasts, these red pill shows, take down notes, and learn how to operate with women to basically, because you're still, regardless if you have as they say, an alpha mindset, and you keep a masculine frame. That's all. All that, man, is bullshit. You're literally still, regardless of the things that you do, you're still coping to the mentality and the mechanisms of women to be noticed, man. When it's supposed to be the fucking opposite, man. It's supposed to be the fucking opposite. And that's why because see, the prophets, you know, I don't want to Ratazah, myself and you beloved Akim that prophesy and teach, you know, of the elect. I don't want to Ratazah. We understand women. We know what's going on. Because, you know, first and foremost, the Lord has given us experiences and also revealed the secrets, and we have understanding of the scriptures. We know what's going on. Okay, and the Isaiah 4:1 is not, you know, about just having a lot of women just popping women. Isaiah 4:1 on the women's mentality is going to be about survival. It's going to be about, you know, mainly the Lord putting the spotlight on his men. That's the heads. That's the protection. The woman's going to be in survival mode, man. And just like the Israelite man is going to be in some survival mode. It's not going to be about popping down 15 women once each day, man. We're going to be ducking and dodging Esau and everything else, man. Okay? Salakia. Alright, this is the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2. And I'm going to start off at verse 1. Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Hamashiach Yahushua. And that's what we have right now, is a grace period. So we take this grace period seriously. This is not a time to get comfortable, to relax, and to really think that you can, you know, excuse my language, fuck up and then, you know, just repent and keep on doing the same thing over and over again. No, we take the grace period seriously, man. Ain't gonna be no fucking do-overs, man. Okay, and that's why you have to have the fear in you of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Verse 2. And the things that thou, Salaki, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men. Faithful men that's going to be about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh's business, that has the same purpose of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh, the same thought process, wants the same goal, desires the same will, structure, righteousness to flourish, etc. You should know these things, man. Okay? Faithful men, devoted, dedicated. Again, love not their lives unto the death. Roughly paraphrasing Romans chapter 12 or chapter 10. I think it's 12 and 10, Salakia. Romans chapter 12, verse 10. Okay? Faithful men that stand firmly for the names of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Again, their purpose is the Lord's purpose. Not busting no damn nut. Not out here trying to have the purpose to accomplish and gain women. To delight in the philosophies, the characteristics, the traits of the world, man. Fuck this world, man. This world has nothing for you but death, vexation, oppression. Okay? This place is not fair. It's not a correct, a precise discernment of judgment, which is balance. Okay? It's unstable. And again, it's not going to be in your favor. And it's not going to be a righteous judgment. Even if it's not in your favor. Okay? So 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 2. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. So again, the Lord has risen, activated, and awoken his prophets to teach, to preach, to warn, to edify, to condemn, to comfort his sheep with these words, to prophesy, and amongst other things, man. Okay? Thou therefore endure hardness. So there's going to be trials, tribulations. The Lord's going to put us through the furnace of adversity. The real trial tribulation hasn't really been brought forth yet. Because you're able still to go to a restaurant, go to a bar. You're still able to do certain things right now in this captivity, man. The real trial and tribulation of your faith has not been brought forth. The Lord has not tossed you in that furnace of adversity to put that pressure on you around all sides, man. To see how you're going to take it, how you're going to sup and deal with it, man. Okay? Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. So Yahweh chose Adawan Ratazah us and gave us to Yahweh Shah to be those soldiers, man. So we have to make our calling and election sure, man, because at the end of the day, the Lord already knows who's his and who's not. But it also states in the scriptures, put on as the elect, man. So that also lets you know that you should not have no doubt. So we got to stay focused. We got to stay locked in. We got to see the big picture. We got to know, you have to be able to, as it says in the book of Romans chapter 15, verse 4, things that are written aforetime are written for our learning. So we have history, precepts on how to deal with everyday endeavors in life, especially when it comes to women. And look, man, what did Paul say? Those that have wives be as those that had none. Your woman cannot be number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. We have a vocation to accomplish and to apply to our everyday lives, man. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. It is not to say that if you have a wife and kids, that they're not going to be of any importance and have any value in your life. But all I'm saying is that the Lord and the Heavenly Father and the Son come first, man. Okay? We're soldiers. We're at war. When you're at war, you don't take no fucking breaks. You don't get distracted when you're at war. You'll get killed, man. You can't slip. You can't be over here arguing with your soldiers or your companions or your comrades, aka your woman, or having a debate to be able to accomplish against some of that stinkhole box. We gotta stay focused. We gotta stay locked in. And again, I say this to myself before I say it to anybody. 2 Timothy 2 verse 4. No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, again, the customs, the philosophies of this world, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier. So you can't please the Lord if you got 1 foot in the world and 1 foot in the truth. No, you got to be all in. You got to be devoted, dedicated. You got to be diligent, man. You have to have a persistent, okay, an abundant, persistent work effort. Your mindset has to align, to agree, see eye to eye with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Because again, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai's purpose is your purpose, not busting no damn nut. Oh, I did my 3 videos for the week. Then let me go fuck with these bitches. Let me go get some PUSSY because I gotta. No, we got to get the hell up out of here, man. I'm seeking salvation, man. Again, I deal with women every now and then, but that's not my main focus. I'm at the point I don't give a damn about even having a woman. Again, the Lord throws me bones here and there, and the water that the Lord brings me forth something that's not gonna, jack me up, just in general, mentally, spiritually, and physically. Okay? But again, 2 Timothy 2, verse 5. And if a man also strive for masteries, yet he is not crowned, except he strive lawfully. So we got to apply the Lord's commandments to our everyday life. We have to practice what we preach, because we are supposed to be the masters of our craft. Do you think the Lord is revealing his secrets, giving us the blueprint, keeping us 100 steps above and ahead of the enemy to not master this craft? Why do you think he said Yahweh Shai is the word made flesh? We have an example of how to be. We're literally going to be 144,000 walking Bibles. We're going to know every single law, every single book, chapter, verse, etc. Masters. Okay? But let's continue. Let's go. I'm going to go to the Voice. I want to grab something out the Voice real quick. That's another Bible translation. I'm going to go to the book of Salakia. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 15. I'm going to read verses 1 to 2. Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, who may enter your temple, who may worship on Zion, your sacred hill. So the Lord's not going to give you access, or even grant that access, if you're not on and about his purpose, which should be your purpose. And the reason why I say a lot of these jakes is just looking for a nut, because a lot of these jakes women worship. They panhandle to women. They comfort women, because why? They want to be able to get those tithes, those offerings. And I'm talking about you Israelites that claim in the truth. I'm not talking about the 501c3ers. We already know that Jake in the world has no nuts, no backbone. I'm talking about you Jakes that claim you in the truth and that know the names. You'll scrape off the truth to benefit and comfort the women. Okay, because it's 2 reasons. You want to get that money, and you want to get access to sex from these broads, man. Okay? So what's your purpose? Is it Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai's purpose, or is it busting that NUT? Psalms 15 verse 1 again. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, who may enter your temple, who may worship on Zion, your sacred hill. Those who obey the Most High in everything. So those that obey the Most High in everything is going to be locked in. Going to be about Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai's business, just like Yahweh Shai was. And it's going to actually take heed to what Yahweh said, listen to my son. And Yahweh Shai said what? Feed my lambs. Yahweh Shai said when you speak the words of the Heavenly Father, man. You speak the words basically of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai Salakia, because they both speak the same thing. You're all in. You're not jumping off track. You're not taking no breaks, no days off, no excuses, man. Okay, and it's not to say for you. Let me make this clear too, Salaki. It's not to say for you to be no a damn robot and not have no pleasures at all. Okay, because you got to be balanced and you don't want to wear yourself out. So again, you're gonna, if men that have, women know how to deal with their women and know how to balance things out. And that's one of the main points that you should take from this too. If I didn't say it already, Salaki, if I didn't, but you should know that. God damn it, you should know that shit. Certain things ain't common to Israel, but certain things should be common sense, man. Okay, Proverbs 11 verse 1: a just balance is the Lord's delight. Roughly paraphrasing, man. Okay, Psalms 15 verse 2 in the voice: those that obey the Most High in everything and always do what is right. So we have to do what the Lord told us to do, because that's right. Okay, so let's close out. I didn't mean to go this long, but it is what it is. I don't want to rock the eyes edifying to you, beloved Akim wa Akwaf. Okay, so let's go to Salakia. Damn, we got a lot of stuff open. I'm trying to see, where is it? Excuse me. Okay, go back to 2 Timothy, Salakia. This is 2 Timothy. I'm going to start off at verse 19. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 19. Nevertheless, the foundation of the Most High standeth sure, having this seal: the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, knoweth them that are his. And what is that seal? That seal is the mark for exemption. Okay, and those are also the ones that the Lord is revealing the secrets to. The ones that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is set up to be in the position to speak, prophesy, condemn, edify, comfort the sheep, warn, do everything in this calling. Okay, those are the ones that are Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's. I don't want to rock the Zah. We are those lively stones. Continuing on. And let everyone that nameth the name of Hamashiach depart from iniquity. Because again, you have to be renewed in your mind. And as we read in 2 Timothy, this same chapter, a few verses up, we don't entangle ourselves with the affairs of this world. That means we don't partake in the wickedness, the evil of this world, because everything around us is evil, is wicked. Nothing's right in this place, man. Okay, nothing. Okay, continuing on, verse 20. But in a great house there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth, and some to honor and some to dishonor. If a man therefore purge himself from these things, okay, all the things of the world, everything that makes us go off, because again, everything in this captivity, everything on earth is contrary and against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So it's a complete detox, again, spiritually, mentally, and physically, that you have to continuously do. You have to be renewed, sanctified, purified by the word daily. Okay? If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor. So that vessel unto honor is going to have the same purpose as Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And matter of fact, in my Bible, what I'm reading right now in 2 Timothy, in my Bible, the heading in my Bible, it says, this is 2 Timothy chapter 2, starting off at verse 19. The heading in my Bible says, the foundation of the Lord's work. Get that. The foundation of the Lord's work. So we are the foundation, Adawan Ratazah, of the Lord's work. So our purpose is going to be the same purpose of the Lord, and not the purpose of getting a NUT. Salakia, of busing a NUT. Salakia. Okay, 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 21. If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified, and met for the master's use, Because the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai is only going to use those that have the same purpose, that's going to be locked in. And yes, they will stumble, they will fall, they'll make errors, but what does it say? A just man falleth 7 times, but riseth up again. An eloquent man falleth in Sirach, but he acknowledges his offense and they repent. Roughly paraphrasing. Because we're not perfect. Okay, we're in these prisons. These bodies are prisons, man. They decay, they break down the more we live in them. Okay? If a man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor, sanctified and met for the master's use, and prepared for every good work. So the Lord has prepared his men. That's going to be about his purpose, because that's their purpose. They agree. There's no divisions amongst them. They're going to be set up for the work of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Going to be locked in. Going to be focused. Going to be dedicated. Going to be doing what they're called to do. So, is your purpose the same purpose, or is the purpose of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, or is your purpose to bust a NUT? Stay locked in, stay focused. We almost home. I don't want to rock the Zah. I don't want to rock the Zah, man. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.